Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing good. So in this video, we'll talk about how I book 15 to 20 meetings a month for agencies and how you can do the same for your business. I'll explain the core fundamentals of cold emails, what's the thing people mostly do wrong, what's the right way, and a complete systematic process on how you can book 15 to 20 meetings a month. So without any further ado, let's get started. So first, you have to understand the core idea. Most agency owners think cold email doesn't work, but the reality is cold email works, but their system doesn't work. Booking 15 to 20 meetings a month from cold email is not about luck or a magic script or a viral hook. It's about building a repeatable system that runs every single week without depending on referrals, ad, or social media. This document breaks down the exact system used at Lead System 360, which is my agency, to help B2B agency owners generate qualified meetings every month using cold outbound. Before we dive deep into it, let's understand what are the most common mistakes people make and they don't get results and they think cold email doesn't work. So, mistake number one, wrong people. They build lead lists with no targeting. Cold email is a precision tool, not a broadcasting channel. Sending to the wrong ICP means even perfect emails getting ignored. So back in 2017, 2018, 2019, you can send out mass emails and still get results. But in 2026, that doesn't work anymore. You really have to be dialed in on targeting to see some good results. Now, mistake number two, template copy. Most cold email open with, I hope this email finds you well. The reader mentally files it as spam within the first 2 seconds because another 10, 20, 50 guys are doing the same thing, just copy pasting the template. Mistake number three, giving up too early. The majority of the replies come after third, fourth, or even fifth follow-up, and most senders stop at one email and leaves 80% of their potential meetings on the table. Now, mistake number four, ignoring the deliverability. Sending from cold domains or blasting 500 emails a day destroys sender's reputation, and email lands in spam and never gets seen, no matter how good the copy is. Like the person doesn't even get a chance to look at it. So now let's understand the four-part system of cold email and how it works. So these are the four parts: the list, the offer, the sequence, and the volume math. So each part of the system depends on the others. A great list with weak copy underperforms. A great copy sent to the wrong people produces nothing. And all four parts must work together to generate consistent qualified meetings every single month. So now let's understand each of these one by one. Part one, the list. The quality of the list determines whether everything that follows, a great email sent to the wrong person, produces nothing. You really need to have a clear ICP, like you want to reach out to HR SaaS based in USA, or you want to reach out to accounting firm based in a specific state or some country like UK or Australia. You really have to be specific about your ICP. Agencies with 5 to 20 employees and they have revenue, gain, and are actively looking for growth. So you have to understand whatever you're selling, you have to pick your ICP in a way that these people should be able to afford your service. So you have to understand that math and pick your ICP in that way. Now, quick hack, ignore the saturated niches if you want fast results. What I would say, like saturated niches like recruitment, staffing, because everybody is trying on that and only the top 10% get replies. So if you're a newbie, it's very hard to get replies. So ignore those saturated niches. Now, how to build lead list? Use tools like Apollo, Clay, or LinkedIn Sales Navigator. If you're a newbie, start with Sales Nav. It is the easiest and you will get most of the people here. Second, filter by job titles, founder, owner, CEO, company size, and industry. Just like I said, have a very specific niche. Decide all these factors just we talked about. Now, also, make sure to verify emails before sending and aim for 5 to 600 new verified contacts added every single week. Things to avoid: buying cheap bulk lists from unknown vendors, including coaches, e-com brands, or B2C businesses, because just don't add random peoples in your list. Adding contacts without verifying the emails. This is very important. If you just add emails that are not verified and you send emails on those emails, it will hurt your domain reputation. So please don't do that. Now, part two, the offer. The cold email is not a sales pitch, it's a conversation starter. The goal of the first email is one thing only: get a reply, start a conversation. So let's understand these four parts. A specific observation. You need to have a specific observation, something that show you actually looked at their business, like notice you're running ads for e-com brands, solid niche. So this clearly shows that you have done research on them and this will make them reply. Second, the problem you solve. One sentence focused on their pain, because this is how you will connect with them. You need to speak in a way it matches with their pain. Most agencies at your stage hit ceilings because client acquisition depends entirely on referrals. Point number three, the outcome you deliver. Be very specific with what you deliver and be credible. Just for example, We help scaling e-com brands hit their first 100K a month with hyper-targeted PPC campaigns with minimum 3 ROS. So this line explained what outcome we provide and also tells the guarantee. And guarantee is the most important part. It can double your reply rate and can even half your reply rate. So it's very important. Part number 4, the ask. Make sure that your call to action is always small, like worth a 15-minute conversation, worth a quick chat. Don't just ask someone to book a meeting straight into it. Never talk about yourself for the first 3 lines. Avoid synergy, leverage, or cutting edge. No attachment or calendar links in the first email. Keep it under 100 words. 3, the sequence. One email is not a system. A sequence is a system, right? So the follow-up sequence is where most meeting actually comes from. Day 1, email 1. So your email needs to be constructed based on these things I'm just going to tell you about: the core offer, specific observation, the problem, the outcome, and the low friction ask. So this is the keywords, and that's how your email needs to be constructed in order for you to get replies, like good reply rate. On the day 3, just send them a short email saying, hey, wanted to make sure this didn't get buried. Any thoughts? Just like a small follow-up, because business owners are busy. They sometimes forget about this. Day 7, email 3, send another follow up, change the angle a little bit. And then on day 14, send another email, change the pain a little bit. And then you send another one on email 5, day 21. So these sequences are not specified that you have to send 5 to everyone. This is not specified. You have to decide on your own depending on the niche. Just for example, if you are in some saturated niche, you don't want to send 5 emails. It will annoy the person and they will just block you, right? So it just depends on the niche. What best send times: Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday mornings. Avoid Monday before 10 a.m., Fridays after 2 p.m. Part 4, the volume math. Booking 15 to 20 meetings a month is a math problem. Once the system is dialed in, it becomes completely predictable. So you need to send 3 to 4,000 emails a month. And if you get 1 to 3% reply rate and you get 50% positive replies out of those 1 to 3% reply rates, you will get 15 to 20 meetings a month. What moves a number? So better list targeting increases the reply rate, better copy increases the positive reply rate, and better follow-up increases total replies. Consistent volume keeps the pipeline full. The system only fails when people treat it as one-time campaign instead of a weekly operation. Two deliverably mistake that kills everything. So when you send 3 to 4,000 emails per month, first it will sound hard, but if you actually build the list right way using tools like Apollo, SalesNap, and other email providers, it is possible to build that list. But another big problem is like deliverability. You need to make sure your deliverability is good and you're actually landing in the inbox, not in the spam. Because just like I said, no matter how good email is, if it doesn't land in the inbox, it's just a waste of money. So let's understand this. Mistake number 1, sending from your main domain. Never send cold outreach from your primary business domain. If it gets flagged or blacklisted, your entire business email operation is compromised by a separate sending domain. Warm it up over 3 to 4 weeks and send from there. Mistake number 2, sending too many emails too fast. Start with 5 to 10 emails per day per inbox. Increase slowly over several weeks. Use tools like Instant Leads, Smart Leads that have inbox rotation and warm up built in. And never blast 500 emails from a cold inbox on day 1 ever. So you have to understand this. Every email provider have a email reputation, like a domain reputation, and they keep track of every single email you send and all your activity. So if you're sending same template to 100 people, they're monitoring your activity and they will just mark you as spam. Now, let me show you some real results I got from a client in February 2026. So it was a B2B SEO agency, and the client came in with zero outbound infrastructure. All clients were coming from referrals. The referral pipeline had dried up with no predictable way to replace it. So what we did was like we created a 1,200 agency owners list, and we had a 4-touch email sequence with 3 separate sending domains, and we were just managing all the replies and everything. So in 60 days, we got 11 booked meetings. 2 deals were closed. In first one, we got full payment. Another one was like half payment advance. If you're a business owner and you need qualified meetings every single month and you don't have time and you need someone to do it for you, book a time with me. Link is in the description. And if you find this video useful, make sure to like and subscribe. Have a good day. See you in the next one.